Deaths of unknown causes is now Alberta's #1 killer. Convicted child sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell is transferred to a swanky, low-security prison in Florida. And a new UN report shows a record 345 million people are acutely hungry and marching to the brink of starvation. All that and more tonight on the Absurdity Observer. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Mitch Berrigan. We've got a lot to get into, so let's dive right in. Excess deaths are on the rise, but not because of COVID. According to recent data from the Office of National Statistics in the UK, deaths outside of the hospitals and care centers are up 30% more than usual. You know, if the science isn't up for debate, then why did my grade 11 science teacher say that science was all about questioning your results? Our goal was to prove or disprove our hypothesis through repetition of results and to employ a healthy amount of doubt before solidifying any final result. Science doesn't trump ethics, and the small fringe minority that is waking up to the unethical and deplorable behavior of our leaders is growing, and there's no wonder why. Deaths of unknown causes is now Alberta's #1 killer. According to Alberta Health's data, unknown causes of death have increased approximately 2.4 times in 2021 compared to the previous year. So let me see if I got this straight. The killer virus begins in March 2020, and they knew it was causing all the deaths then. Now, in 2021, they roll out the vaccine mandate, and suddenly unknown deaths is the #1 killer. Ladies and gentlemen, this is supposed to be a satirical comedy show, but I think for this episode, we're gonna need an anger meter. Jimmy? Thanks. A pathology study by Dr. Bhakti and Dr. Burkhart showed 93% of people who died of unknown causes after being vaccinated had clear evidence of vaccine-induced autoimmune-like pathology. The autopsy study was done on 15 patients who died from 7 days to 6 months after receiving the COVID vaccine. These were all cases where the officials ruled death was not caused by the vaccine. Agriculture and Agri-Foods Canada announced that the federal government is investing up to $8.5 million into what will be the world's largest cricket production facility. The government said the investment to Aspire London, Ontario, was to support the building of commercial facility to produce cricket protein. Which brings us to this month's sponsor of the show, Cricket Chips. Yes, there's nothing more delicious than the spicy snap of the cricket crunch. What is that? Do you hear? Jimmy? How did a cricket get inside the studio? I think I know what to do. Got me a zesty bowl of cricket chips right here. Works every time. Thanks, Cricket Chips. And now, quadruple vaccinated Joe Biden experiences symptoms and tests positive for COVID-19 twice in less than 2 weeks. It was nearly 1 year ago when Biden announced that you're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations. Roll it, Jimmy.
You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Hey folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID, but I've been double vaccinated, double boosted. That fully vaccinated people are at a very, very low risk of getting COVID-19. Hey folks, Joe Biden here. Tested positive this morning.
President Biden isolating in the White House tonight after testing positive again for COVID-19.
Shortly after, alternative news sources like Druthers published that Ontario Public Health's data was showing an alarming trend of the triple vaccinated getting COVID-19 at rates of more than double that of the not fully vaccinated, Ontario Public Health removed publicly accessible data on the vaccination status and COVID positivity status of Ontarians. Yep, someone realized that doesn't fit with their narrative of safe and effective, so took it down. And now, explosive data from the Department of Defense DMED database of 1.4 million active service duty members shows shocking increases in medical conditions from mRNA vaccines after the military demanded injections for all service members. The data, obtained by 3 courageous DoD whistleblowers and shared by Attorney Tom Renz and Senator Ron Johnson, showed the following: 487% spike in breast cancer, 551% spike in Guillain-Barré syndrome, 269% spike in myocardial infarction. Is that right?
Myocardial.
269% spike in myocardial. Myocardio. Cardio. Myocardio. Cardio. 269% spike in myocardio infarction.
Cardio, you're so close.
Cardio, yeah, you sounded like you said cardio.
Oh, so cardio, but it sounds like cardio.
Why is this job getting more difficult?
You could just say heart attack.
269% spike in heart attacks, 279% spike in miscarriages, 680% spike in multiple sclerosis, 664% spike in malignant neoplasms. I feel like I'm having a malignant neoplasm. A new UN report shows that a record 345 million people are acutely hungry and are marching to the brink of starvation. In early 2020, before the COVID-19 pandemic, the figure was 135 million, more than double now. Oh, I've just been told that my dear old Uncle Gus has seen this coming and has been growing a secret garden in the preparation for this all along. That's great news. Let's check in and see how the garden's growing.
Hey, Mitch, how are you? Just here in my little secret garden. You know, with all the food shortages been going on, I kind of thought this year I'd make my own food, and it's going quite well. And yeah, we've got some beautiful things growing here in the garden. We have some carrots here, and we have some squash growing, and we have the kale. You got to try the kale chips. I'm going to send you a pack of those babies. Yeah, it's just a wonderful garden we've got going there. Oh. And, hey, what's that? The heck is that? Oh! Bees! Oh, bees!
Oh, Uncle Gus. He's always up to something crazy. Article titled Increasing SARS-CoV-2 Cases, Hospitalizations, and Deaths Among the Vaccinated finds the vaccine effectiveness for the third dose was negative since December 20th, 2021, with significantly increased proportion of SARS-CoV-2 cases, hospitalizations, and deaths among the vaccinated. And now, after last month's investment in Mustang Tim's love life, Mustang has been difficult to reach. Yes, ever since his dating profile went live, he's been swimming in a bevy of blushing bachelorettes. And who could blame him? With that kind of attention, we'd all struggle not to lose focus, at least for a little while. But we finally caught up with him on one of his dates, and here's what happened.
Sorry, I'm late. I brought some hot dogs. Hey, good to see you. Great to meet you. Yeah, since that profile went up, it's just things have been good.
Nice hat, asshole.
Have you seen the Elvis movie before?
No, I have not seen the movie.
Oh, well, I've seen it 9 times now, but it's really good. You're gonna like it. So.
He seems like a very interesting guy, and I really like his hat.
And yeah, don't worry about a thing. I got it covered. So.
It's wonderful.
Okay. Good stuff. I'm so excited.
I always wanted to live in Canada, and living with a millionaire is even better.
Good. I'm so happy to finally meet you too. Oh yeah. Really? So Tintin, anyone ever call you 20 for short?
No?
Oh.
How do you feel about marriage?
Come on, man. I'm just having a good time. Okay, well let's go get some tickets. But hey, you know what? You can do this on your phone now. I can buy them right here. Just do this. This decline. Carbon tax. All I did was buy a nitrous kit for my car. What? Can you cover the movie tonight?
What? I thought you were a millionaire.
I'm working toward it.
You know what? Just forget it.
Can you just lend me $10?
I knew writing in your bio that you were a millionaire would work.
What? Come on.
Poor Mustang. Just when we thought things were finally going your way. I wonder if you recently got that new MasterCard, who in partnership with the UN has begun measuring the carbon footprint of your purchases. They've created the new CO2 monitoring credit card called Daconomy, and it's designed to stop working and put you into financial lockdown when you hit your carbon max. I guess you shouldn't have bought those nitros, Mustang. And now, convicted child sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell is transferred to low-security swanky prison in Florida. She's serving a 20-year sentence for child sex trafficking. You know, in prostitution, they almost always go after the Johns. It's called soliciting prostitution. But this time, they've suicided the pimp, silenced his old lady, and let the Johns remain anonymous. And for the 3rd year in a row, the Taste of Danforth has been canceled. Is it because of a shortage of the food from the break in supply chain, or is it because of fear of COVID mania? You know, I remember a time when we weren't afraid to eat meat in the street, packed with people. And so, for more on how good it used to be, we went deep into the vault to find this submission from what was perhaps the last Taste of Danforth ever. Let's watch.
Reporting live from Toronto at the Taste of Danforth. As you can see, things are in full swing. I'm really excited to be here. I can't wait to have a taste myself, but we're going to ask people what they're tasting and what's good. Let's go.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
What is this that you're eating here?
I'm eating takoyaki.
Takoyaki?
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a Japanese balls from octopus.
And I still like octopus. And I had that, and it was absolutely amazing.
The octopus balls, specifically, was it the octopus's balls?
It was the yes, it was the octopus's balls. What?
How does that make you feel?
A little bit awkward, just a little bit. But I mean, I really liked it. So what can I say? I mean, you don't know until you try. You know?
Do all octopus have balls or just them boys?
Just voice, I think.
If you like octopus, then you might like something else.
But what if you like octopussy?
No comments.
Whenever there's a big event or a sports event, a concert, something like that in Toronto, I always ask myself one question. How many chickens had to die for this event to take place? And here at the Taste of Danforth, we know exactly how many chickens. We see them all right here. You can count them one by one, ladies and gentlemen. Those are baby chickens rotisserie on that spit. They've all been sacrificed here in honor of the Taste of Danforth.
This whole day is filled with lots of dancing, and Spider-Man's gonna dance too. If you want to see him to dance, you want to see him to dance? I got some.
Okay, let's see the Spider-Man dance. Double fisting the pork souvlakis. And ladies, what have you got here?
I just got a chicken souvlaki stick. Same thing, and also Greek poutine.
Chicken and pork souvlaki.
Oh my goodness, that looks delicious. Is this a pork gyro or chicken?
This is the pork.
And where did you get that from?
Massini authentic gyros.
Guys, these look delicious. Sir, how long does it take to make these honey balls?
23 years.
3 years, so these have been...
23.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've got one of the most highly coveted treats here at the Taste of Danforth. These are the honey balls. And not only are they coated in a 23-year-old cured honey, but they're also covered in a very velvety, smooth, chocolatey Nutella. And I'm telling you guys, these balls are hitting me where it hurts. Right in my nuts. We're gonna find out from the people coming out of here what's good, what's bad. What should you avoid? What should you have more of? What should you have just a little of and then a lot more of when you get home, when you're close to an actual flushing toilet? We're gonna find out. Sir, can I ask you a question? Is there anything on the Danforth here that you want to warn the people at home that you should be avoiding?
Sorry, I am no understand so much. I am from Chile.
Sir, do you mind if I ask you a quick question? What is it exactly that caused you diarrhea today on the Danforth? Because you spent quite a long time in that porta-john, so I was just a little bit worried about you.
I don't know where you were looking. I was in for 30 seconds.
Because you spent quite a long time in that porta-john, I was just a little bit worried about you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. I just realized I shook his hand before he washed his hands. Is there anything that you tasted today that disagreed with you?
No. Not really, no.
Really? Because you were in there for quite a long time.
In there? Yeah, like, it tastes really bad. It tastes really awful.
What did you taste that made it so awful?
Inside there?
Yeah.
It was just like the smell.
Did you have diarrhea while you were in the porta-john?
Job? No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, I was worried about you. I'm glad you're okay. Because you were in there for quite a long time, I was worried about you.
I have problems with my urination.
Try not to get diarrhea on the Taste of Danforth, okay? Those porta-johns, they're just rancid, okay? I'm lucky I live on the Danforth and I can sneak upstairs and use my flushing toilet. But for the people at the porta-johns, live long.
And prosper.
Thus concludes our coverage of the Taste of Danforth 2019. I'm Harry Balzania for Mitchell Verrigan Productions in Toronto, Ontario. We came, we saw, we tasted. Yes, we wanted to end the show on a high note, so thank you so much for that report, Harry. We really appreciate your delicate reporting skills. All right, that's it for us. Keep on living, keep loving, and keep on observing. And be out.